Exciting new leaks for GTA 6 just in. First off, there's speculation that famous people might appear as NPCs, like a Tom Petty character who you spot in the background of a mission. It's a nod to his legacy, especially after the first trailer featured his song. Next, let's talk about the enhanced N.O.O.S.E units. Exclusive footage shows them conducting intense raids, adding a thrilling lure to the game. The wanted system is getting a major overhaul. Cops will now keep track of your character and vehicle descriptions, so simply losing your wanted level won't mean you're safe. Changing cars or disguises will be crucial to evade capture. Stay tuned for more GTA 6 updates and leaks. Subscribe if you want me to give away multiple GTA 6 copies on the release date. Thank you and let's go. And here we are starting off with a great logo of GTA 6 with both Lucia and Jason on it. This one looks amazing. The Vegas sphere is worth $2.3 billion and it is used to advertise games, movies, products, etc. I can't just imagine how people will lose their minds when the GTA 6 trailer is advertised on the Vegas sphere. I bet Rockstar will make $1 billion in a first day alone, when the second trailer or even the third one will be out on it. Rockstar Games dropped the first screenshots of GTA 5 months ago after the initial trailer. So will this mean they'll be releasing the GTA 6 in-game screenshots this year? What do you think? Will they do that? Just asking you a question. Is it possible any of these famous people from Florida get parodied? As GTA 6 is a full of satire, but it would be really tone deaf to parody Tom Petty after the first trailer had a Tom Petty song. If anything, they would honor his legacy. If they truly do anything, it should be more like a tribute. Tom Petty concert like in Vice City stories. I could see his house with his car being placed in the general region of the map. Maybe a Tom Petty character is an NPC in a mission background who you never interact with, like a guy who walks into a bank, sees you and runs like hell. So, what are your suggestions? Will we ever see any of these celebrities in the GTA 6, as maybe just some small Easter egg would be still amazing? Do you think Rockstar will put effort into the physical editions, as meaning would they include cool stuff such as map and a booklet like they always have, or will it just be the CD and that's it? I hope they don't skimp out. I want the physical edition to feel premium, and I've always loved the stuff that comes with their physical games. I think they'll include a map. Haven't all their latest games included one? Yeah, but I think what he's trying to say is that the latest PS5 copies, I don't know about Xbox Series X physical copies, but we barely get any booklet, just the game. And it's kinda disappointing, as I remember as a kid I would gather all the booklets out of each physical game I had and bring to school. My friends thought it was the coolest thing ever, lol, but lately we haven't been getting any basically at all. Next up, more unmarked free roam events. I know it's GTA 5, I know in GTA 5 that there can sometimes be NPC police chases, shootouts, etc. I'm talking events that aren't marked on the map or in stranger missions. Would this be something that could be expanded on in GTA 6? It would help make the game world much richer. Things like natural street fights surrounded by people filming or building fires that actually damage the building they are on. Additional ideas welcome. Not gonna lie, we need to stop looking at GTA 5 and instead look at Red Dead Redemption 2 when talking about things like this. This was a massive thing in Red Dead 2. And there's so many random free roam events in that, so naturally GTA 6 will have even more of those. This is dumb, but I hope that we get windshield wipers. I'm replaying all GTAs from 3 this summer and noticed that we don't have this. Made me think how immersive it would be. In Cyberpunk 2077, you have water on the windshield, which looks amazing, but I honestly hope we get something along the lines of the Drive Club. It's not dumb, all those little details enhance the immersion. Fanart Series 8 N.O.O.S.E helmet cam. As here we could see some like, I don't know, maybe N.O.O.S E attacking some narco cartel, I don't know. Let's just see that we could basically have this description over here. Exclusive helmet cam footage from our own N.O.O.S E unit conducting a hotel raid on 2 suspects who are believed to be connected to a pawn shop robbery that occurred last week. Okay, just a robbery, and so far 3 N.O.O.S were killed. The suspect fled on foot. So yeah, this one looks really great and amazing. So there we go with another suggestion. What do we know about the GTA 6 police wanted system from the evidence we have? And it will be just the like the ideas, the speculations that we have, and actual facts. So what do we have for now? Player description known to cops when they see you committing a crime. Witness testimony gives partial description. Second, cops don't shoot right away and try to surround you, warn you first. Third, cops are now really good at taking cover. 4. In 5, when you have a wanted level but you get into a different vehicle, you'll be hidden unless cops come close to you, which is when you'll get caught again. This isn't the case in 6, as we see that in the trailer Jason and Lucia have a wanted level but they get away even when the cops are right in front of them, and the partial description might not have matched simply because they got into a different car. And there are also some speculations. CC cameras exist, might be used by cops. Second, there was a timer before cops arrived when robbing the store, but we don't know if that's always be the case when we get the wanted level. Cops don't spawn out of nowhere and actually show up from the station. So that's basically much it. And here we could see some more, but it's something that already happens in GTA 5 about the robberies and police and stuff protagonists, so just the vehicle swap thing, and that only works if you don't get close to the police while you still have an active wanted level. For 6, this looks to be further expanded on and refined, like what I and others have speculated. Having the lock keep track of player descriptions and vehicle descriptions means that simply just losing the wanted level doesn't mean you're home free until you commit another crime again. Unless you change cars or change the appearance, if you're seen by police, you'll be wanted again. Same with they have an active description of the player character unless you change the character's clothes. If you're spotted by police after losing your wanted level, you'll be wanted again. I mean, in the leaks, the game deliberately tips the player off that any vehicle the cops see the player enter will be known to the law. As GTA 5 or 4 didn't do that, and if I remember correctly, you had to find out on your own that swapping cars out of view of pursuing police worked to help you escape from them. There's a pretty important place of info on how we can speculate a wanted system and police behavior to work in 6. On paper this sounds cool, but I don't wanna have to respray my car or some shit just because I lost a 1-star wanted level. GTA 6 still is a video game after all, and it can get annoying quickly. Yeah, probably I agree with this one, but still, that would be amazing if we could maybe change some like plates on your car, maybe just like rebrand it, change the car, but I bet that Rockstar are going to cook on this one for sure. Are we scared of serious ass potentially limiting GTA 6 scope? It seems incredibly stupid, but maybe it's just me, as I am not working in game development or I am not educated on that, but as much as serious as might limit something, the KCD2 case here seems really exceptional and more like a bad wording on the developer's side or the studio's incompetence. Overall, PS5 and Xbox One generation, the games were growing bigger, more detailed and more advanced, sometimes by tremendous amounts, and all that was achieved with the same 8GB of RAM. Meanwhile, KCD2 is reportedly only 25% bigger in terms of scope, because Series S had only 25% more RAM than last generations. So there we go, the escaping the scope of game by 25% because it only 25% more memory. It's just really bizarre statement. But yeah, it's simply not how RAM works, lol. Baldur's Gate 3 is the most notable game to run into memory issues on the S, and the reason for that is because this game has couch co-op with complete freedom, so the game had to be able to load 2 completely different areas at once into memory. AFA, IK, they had no real CPU or GPU issues with this, they just didn't have the memory for it, so it was caught on the S. But for an ordinary single player game running on NVMe's, there's our and absolute mountains of tricks you can use to stop the game from running into any sort of issue with memory. Generally speaking, RAM has never been an issue on any console for a good while. VRAM is an issue on PC with 8GB cards trying to run at 1440p in select games, but that's a whole other kettle of fish. It's hardly like they're having to load a whole game into memory. No game does that. And NVMe speeds mean they can load things in and out in less than a second. And it honestly just feels like yet another studio moaning about their ass, only for the game to come out and run like shit on all the platforms. So that's kind of all the information we got for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.